To describe a current source in Symbulator, first we give it a name, starting with the letter J. Then we give the first node, the second node, and the value of the source. The value can be symbolic or numeric, and the sequence of the nodes determines the direction of the current. For each current source in a DC simulation, we will get 4 answers. The current through the source, stored in I plus the name of the source. The voltage drop in the source, given as the voltage between the first node and the second node. The power consumed by the source, so if you want power delivered, change the sign. And the equivalent resistance of the rest of the circuit as seen by the source, stored in a variable R and the name of the source. In this example, 4 nodes have already been given names. All we have to name is the ground, so we name the remaining node as 0 for the ground. And for the resistors, we can use as names their values, because they start with the name, the letter R. Now for the sources, let's call this one J1 and let's call the second one J2. So we have the names for all the nodes and for all the elements. This is what the description would look like. J1 with the current flowing from B to A and a value of I as 1, a source of J2 with the current flowing from C to D and the value of IS2, and you have then the 6 resistors and the respective nodes, and we use the names the same as the values. Here you can see how the description was typed in the text editor. From there we copy it and we're going to paste it. We paste it between quotation marks and store it in a variable called CIR or any other name you want, and then run the simulation in direct current for that variable. I have overclocked it here in the emulator just for it to resolve faster. Once the simulation is done, we can ask for anything we want. Here I'm just going to show the voltage in the 4 nodes. You can see how these voltages are given as expressions in terms of the values of the resistors and the values of the sources. We can also ask for the current in the source, the voltage drop in the source, the power in the source, and you can see that this takes a little bit to calculate, and that's not Symbulator, that's the calculator trying to simplify the expression. And then the resistor, the equivalent resistance as seen by the source. These are huge symbolic expressions, very long, all in terms of the resistors and the sources.